Historians should be thankful today for what appears to be the solution to a mystery that's been festering for nearly 200 years. NBC's Kerry Sanders now with a war story that has one more battle left to be fought.
It's a mystery that begins, as they so often do, in our nation's capital, where a sneak attack by a powerful enemy results in a missing treasure. This story unfolds during the War of 1812, when the British pillaged and plundered Washington.
The British soldiers actually marched unmolested through the streets of Washington, heading toward the targets of the Capitol, the Treasury, and the White House.
Dolly Madison, the president's wife, told of the redcoats heading her way, single-mindedly protected the irreplaceable.
And when the British finally got in, Dolly had just left. She had saved, famously, the Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington, had it ripped off the wall, knowing that was the one thing that national honor would depend upon saving.
But lost seemingly forever, White House china, silver, set for a formal dinner that night. Artifacts from the Capitol, and a chunk of the nation's wealth stored in the Treasury.
So, of course, the $64,000 question is, did they get some gold?
No one knows, because the misbegotten treasure never made it to the King of England. Today, off the unforgiving coast of Nova Scotia, a team of salvage divers believes, almost 200 years later, they found the stolen treasure, shipwrecked 80 feet down in frigid waters.
We have a lot of coin here, and from what we can tell, the coin is from the Treasury. They clean the treasuries out in Washington and Alexandria, and all the little custom houses all along the coasts.
So far, divers have recovered currency, bits of china, and silverware.
And we identify that by, the crest that would be the Madison silverware. So I think we have pieces of that here. I'm positive that's the case.
The coins that we've seen down there are American coins, early American coins, some of the first coins minted in the United States.
It's believed the stolen booty was on board a two-masted British naval vessel, the HMS Fantome.
Now, this is where the story takes an interesting twist. American history stolen by the British, and now, almost 200 years later, everyone wants a piece of it.
Hard as this might be to swallow, the British government claims the stolen American treasure is still theirs. In a statement, a British embassy spokesman says, under international law, HMS Fantome enjoys sovereign immunity as a Royal Naval warship. This means that no operations can be carried out without the permission of the British government.
But the cargo is treasure trove. And of course, what Britain would say is they didn't give up their rights to the cargo.
And you would say?
They didn't have any right to start off with it.
Because?
It's plunder from another sovereign.
In reality, artifacts of the White House, we don't want. I mean, it's not ours. It's Americans' heritage. We would want that to go to the Smithsonian.
What the salvage team says it wants are the coins, almost 20,000 1804 silver dollars. Records they have show the silver dollars were minted, but never put into circulation. Each coin would be worth as much as $4 million today.
When I think of what Dolly Madison went through in those last hours before she had to leave the White House, how happy she would be to know that all those efforts, at least now, some of it has come back.
For now, the salvage efforts are on hold, while the government in Nova Scotia, Britain, and the salvage company figure out who legally owns a treasure stolen in Washington so long ago. For today, Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Halifax, Nova Scotia.